For viewers all across the world, welcome to your Poetic Interlude on the Weekend Show. My name is Emeka Ozurumba, and it's so lovely to be here this Saturday, talking lifestyle, talking politics, and now on to your Poetic Interlude where we're going to be with a San Francisco poet, from Southern California. Good morning, Morrison. Yeah.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, it's so nice to have you. Kiar, I was, reading some of your works. I was watching some of your feeds on Facebook. They were so lovely and so nice. So I thought, why don't you come to Poetic Interlude and share some of your poems with us? So you're going to be sharing two of your poems with us, right? Fertile Gods
Yes,
and Resurrection.
correct. I've got them right here.
Okay,
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. I'm sure it's ready.
Okay.
Okay,
This first one's called Fertile Gods.
okay, Fertile Gods.
Inside a mother who buries her child is a fifth world war. In her womb, a submarine bored by blue in dark oceans. Somewhere in her sorrow is a great white shark armed with arrowheads, death daggers. On each one, she carves a sigil for every assault, every bone in her back aching war story. When a mother cries magic, joy from her baby's first breath, then crashes into cradling them, blood spilling, baby's mouth clanging by men's war bombs. Poets like me, we wonder, when in the sickening burden was she made sacred, anointed, one of the gods? Poets like me, we wonder why garden harvests around her have the audacity to blossom. When a mourning mother is alive, she must become a woman outside of herself for fertility, for others, for the greater good, red fire falling down her face while we bask in her light, her apparitions. When a mother bereaves her child, she ages into graves. Sanskrit calls her Viloma, a desert cactus blooming buffalo gourds. In her grieving, she swallows herself. Red canyon grief beneath her fingernails. Always she endures small talk, jobs, bills, laundry, time. None of it stops. Inside a mother who buries her child, her spirit hibernates between hurricanes, tumbleweeds. Awake in bed, she builds new living rooms stocked with battle axes. She plants massacres into aerial bombs for the daughter pilots. That's it on that one.
Okay, your second piece,
It's called Resurrections, and
Resurrection. Okay.
yeah, it's autumn here in California,
Yeah, the
so
fall,
it's
right? Yeah.
that's right.
Okay.
So it's inspired by that.
Okay.
Resurrections. I die all the time. A dark memory erodes into autumn leaves, crushed into wisdom, blooming instinct. Inner girl child, her shields dissolve into a thunderstorm, intimacy grows. I die into a winter season of release. My heart mutes her beats for unending, shedding life and death in a day's phoenix rising. I die all the time. I am a Jericho rose, a talismanic curio, rotting manic in a forest that refuses to let dead things go.
Okay, Morrison, that's so lovely poems. I just have one question for you, right? So, what inspired you to be a poet? I mean, I could see from your pieces, the first one you read, Fertile Gods, was talking about, like a woman, and, talking about men planting area bombs in them. That was really psychopathic, like poetically psychopathic, yeah. But let me put it the other way. What inspired you, to be a poet?
Loss. I began at 12 with losing my mother, and I think just grief and not knowing where to put it. Um, I started writing poems before I even knew what I was doing. I think that braided into music, and lyricists in bands were actually the first poets in my life to ever really inspire me to take the poem somewhere in a direction for myself. A lot of musicians.
Yeah, because I see you play drums. You're a band, like you're in a band, you play drums. That's so nice. So is music a function of your lyricism, or is music a dysfunction of your lyricism?
Oh my goodness, what a great question. Um, I would say it's a function.
Okay.
But I do find that there's like a music inside of you when you're writing something, and there's a cadence to what, or at least for me, there's a cadence to what I'm channeling. And sometimes it's soundtracked by music, but other times it's another kind of music that isn't song, you know.
Okay.
Um,
You have some of your poems, right? Some Pushkas awards that you were for some of your poems. So tell us about the experience of those poems, and tell us about your experience being nominated for the Pushkas award.
I was floored. I suffer, like a lot of poets, I suffer from tremendous imposter syndrome. So I was a bit beside myself, but really thrilled by that being nominated. It's great.
Okay. So, are there any final words you could give to poets like you, young girls like you, who need the channel, I mean, to express their creativity, their lyricism, and their innate ability to be great?
My advice would be keep writing every day, and whatever you think isn't good enough, quiet that voice and write it anyway, because make no mistake, there's stuff that you think you're writing that's not good enough that other people really need to hear and will hear and think, oh my gosh, you said it in such a perfect way. um, Name your ego, name your fear, give them literal names and tell them to sit in the corner and be quiet.
Okay. That's so nice, Kia Morrison. Thank you so much for joining us all the
Thanks
way
for
from
having
Southern
me. It's
California.
great.
I mean, I'm so
Yeah.
happy to have you. I'm thrilled. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Have a lovely night. Okay. Because right now it's AM in the US. But right here, it's the morning time. And we're so lovely to still be on the weekend show. Stay tuned because we'll have more coming up for you on the weekend show.